Hello and welcome to my channel, Yoga Total Fitness. My name is Francois, and in today's practice we're going to be working on our flexibility. We're mainly going to work on hip and hamstring flexibility, and then we're also going to do some work on our front and middle splits. So if you're ready, you can grab yourself some yoga blocks and I'll meet you on your mat. We're going to start in downward facing dog. So from a kneeling position, you can place your hands on the mat and lift your knees off the mat as you push your heels back for downward facing dog. You're going to push your hands into the mat, pulling your ears away from your shoulders. Your knees can be slightly bent and your heels off the mat as you work your way into this downward facing dog with your hands, your shoulders, and your tailbone in a straight line. And we're just going to pedal out our legs for 5 seconds, pushing your heels into the mat, just loosening and warming up those hamstrings. Okay, then you can stop in the middle, lift high onto the balls of your feet, lifting your heels off the mat, and then bend your knees and hover them just above the mat. And then from there, you're only going to straighten one leg, pushing your heel into the mat, stretching your right hamstring, still pushing into the mat with your hands, with your back flat, forming a straight line from your hands to your tailbone. And we're going to hold here for 10 seconds. And bend that right knee coming high onto your toes. Straighten your left leg. Keep your back nice and flat as you breathe normally. Push that left heel into the mat. Holding it here for 10 seconds. Keep your belly pulled in, your back nice and flat. Pushing into the mat with both hands. Pulling your shoulders away from your ears. And release, coming back into the downward facing dog. You're going to come into a three-legged dog, lifting your right leg, bend your right knee, and we're going to make big circles with that right leg, keeping your leg bent. You're going to pull your knee up and back, bring it over to the front. We're going to roll it to the front 5 times, and then 5 times to the back. And reverse, pulling your knee to your chest, opening it to the side, pulling it around. And bring that right leg down, changing to the left side. Lift your left leg, bend that left knee, make those big circles with that left leg, keeping your leg bent. Lift your knee back, bring it out to open the hip, and pull it back. 5 times to the front. And reverse that, putting your knee to your chest, open your hip, bring it around, pulling it back to your chest. Trying to stay in that downward facing dog as you roll your hips. Alright, and stop in downward facing dog. Take a deep inhalation through your nose and exhale slowly through your nose. Come high onto your heels and slowly walk your feet forward on your tippy toes all the way to your hands, coming into a forward fold with your knees bent and your belly resting on your thighs. Grab hold of opposite elbows. You can open your feet slightly so they're hip width apart. And you're just going to let your head hang heavier. Just breathe normally. Feel the stretch in your hamstrings, even your lower back. Your knees can be slightly bent, your belly resting on your thighs. Inhale for half a lift, straightening your legs, flattening your back, placing your hands on your shins, Take a deep inhalation through your nose. As you exhale, step all the way back for a low lunge, dropping your left knee to the mat, untucking your toes. Inhale, reach both arms up. Push into your front foot to stack your hips above your back leg. I'm just going to hold it here for 10 seconds. This is not a very intense stretch. Just hold it here, firming that back leg, your belly pulled in. Exhale, straighten that front leg. Flex your right foot as you swing your arms to the back, folding over that front leg. And then we're going to hold it here for 10 seconds. You'll feel the stretch in your hamstrings. 5 more seconds. Inhale, coming into a low lunge as you raise your hands up. Push your hips forward and down. Feeling the stretch in your hips and your back leg. Hold here for 10 seconds. Exhale as you straighten your front leg. Place your hands on the mat. Flex your right foot. Fold over that front leg. Walk your hands over to the right. Hold here for 5 seconds, keeping that right foot flexed. Keep your belly pulled in. And walk your hands to the left. Walk your hands back to the front of the mat as you step into a forward fold, lifting that back leg. You're just going to hold your forward fold for 5 seconds. Inhale for halfway lift. Back flat, knee straight. Inhaling and exhaling through your nose. Plant your hands and step all the way back with that right leg for a low lunge. Untuck your back toes. Inhale, raise your arms up. And then push into that front foot, stacking your hips above your right knee. Keep your belly firm and pulled in. Exhale, straighten that front leg as you flex your left foot, reaching your arms back, folding over that front leg. We're going to hold here for 10 seconds. Feel the stretch in that left hamstring. Keeping your left foot flexed, belly pulled in. Keep on breathing in and out through your nose. Inhale, push your hips forward for a low lunge as you lift your hands up. Pushing your hips forward and down. Feel the stretch in your hips. Hold here for 10 seconds. Exhale, straighten your front leg, flex your left foot, fold forward and place your hands on the mat next to your left foot. Fold forward over your leg, feeling the stretch in your hamstring. Hold here for 10 seconds. Walk your hands over to the left as you push your hips to the right. Hold here for 5. Walk your hands over to the right, pushing your hips to the left. And bring your hands back to center. Untuck that right foot toes and step forward into a forward fold with your knees bent, belly on your thighs. Holding onto your opposite elbows for ragdoll pose just for 5 seconds. Inhale, halfway lift. Straightening your legs, flattening your back, hands on your shins. Breathe normally. Exhale, fold forward. Hold on to your opposite elbows for ragdoll pose. And you're just going to bounce your upper body to the front and to the back, using a little bit of momentum. You'll feel the stretch in your hamstrings. Your knees slightly bent. Keep on breathing normally in and out through your nose. Just going to bounce our bodies here for 10 seconds. And on your next inhale, you're going to stand, raising your hands for mountain pose. Inhale completely. Exhale your hands to your heart. Lift your left knee parallel to the floor. Point your left toes down. And you're just going to open your hip to the left. Bring it back to center. Open. Back to center. Open it to the side. And back to center. We're going to do this 5 times on each side. 2 more. Keep your upper leg parallel with the floor and your toes pointing down. And bring that left foot down. Raise your right leg. Point your right toes down and open that hip to the right side. Pointing your knee all the way to the right. And returning it back to center. You can move at your own pace. Keeping your balance. Keep your belly firm and pulled in. And release that right foot down. Lift your left knee and step all the way back for Warrior 2. Extending your hands to the front and to the back. Leaning into that front knee. Your right knee stacked above your right ankle. And then from here you're going to bring your hands to your hips. Straighten that right leg. Point both feet forward. Widen your stance a little bit. Exhale, fold forward, tilting your pelvis forward, keeping your back nice and flat. Exhale slowly. Place your hands on the mat, your belly pulled in and firm. And walk your hands underneath your body, reaching back. Walk your hands back as far as they can go, dropping your head towards the mat. Keeping your legs straight and your toes pointing forward. We're going to hold here for 10 seconds. Five more seconds. And walk your hands forward, placing them right below your shoulders. Shorten your stance a little bit, and then you're going to push your right knee forward, coming into a Cossack squat. So that right knee is pointing forward, left foot pointing up. Lift your back nice and flat. Bring your hands to your heart. Inhale and exhale through your nose. We're going to hold here for 10 seconds. If that right heel is off the mat, it's totally fine. Place your hands on the mat, support yourself. Straighten that right leg, coming back into that wide-legged stance with your hands directly below your shoulders. Walk your hands to the front of the mat for a high lunge, keeping your back leg straight, your front leg stacked above your front ankle. We're just going to stay in this high lunge for 10 seconds. Step that right foot back for downward facing dog, pushing your hips back. Your heels can be off the mat, your knees slightly bent. Forming a straight line from your hands to your shoulders to your tailbone. From here, lift your heels as you shift your weight forward, coming into a high plank, and then slowly lower for chaturanga, keeping your elbows tucked to your sides, lowering all the way down to the mat. Come onto your forearms for sphinx pose. Lift your chest, lift your chin. Your elbows should be directly below your shoulders. Firm both legs, pushing the tops of your feet into the mat. Your belly pulled in and firm. You're going to feel the stretch in your lower back. Bend your left knee, pointing your toes. Reaching that left foot towards your head. Reach back with your left hand and push that left foot towards the ground for like a half frog pose. We're going to hold here for 10 seconds. Release that left leg. Tuck your toes. Place your hands below your shoulders. Lift your hips and your knees off the mat, pushing into downward facing dog. Turn your gaze towards your hands as you step all the way forward for a forward fold. Now, coming into mountain pose with your hands by your chest. Now, lift your right leg as you step all the way back. Warrior 2, extending your hands to the front and to the back. Keep that back leg straight. Your front knee stacked on top of your ankle. Your belly pulled in and firm. Hold here for 5 seconds. Place your hands on your hips. Pivot your feet to point forward, coming into that wide leg stance. Tilt your pelvis forward as you fold over. Place your hands on the mat, just below your shoulders. And then with an exhale, walk your hands behind you, underneath your legs. Reach back as far as they can go. Your head coming towards the mat. Keep your legs firm, your toes pointing forward. We're going to hold here for 10 seconds. Feel the stretch in your left and right hamstring. Four seconds. Inhale, walk your hands forward. Place your hands underneath your shoulders, flattening your back. And then with an exhale, you're going to push your left knee forward for that Cossack squat, raising your right foot so the toes are pointing up. Bring your hands to your chest as you flatten your back. Like I said, that your left heel can be off the mat if you don't have the flexibility. We're going to stay for 10 seconds. Keep that right foot flexed. Left knee pointing forward. Keep your chest lifted. Breathing normally in and out through your nose. Five more seconds. Bring your hands to the front of the mat, coming into a high lunge with your left foot below your right knee, your back leg straight. Lifting your chest, lifting your chin. We're going to stay for 10 seconds. Keep on breathing in and out through your nose, your belly pulled in. belly nice and firm. Step your left foot back for downward facing dog, lifting your hips, sending them back, pushing into the mat with your hands, forming a straight line from your hands to your shoulders, to your tailbone, your heels slightly off the mat, your knees bent, flattening your back, keeping it straight as possible. Shift your weight forward for a high plank. Moving into chaturanga, you're going to bend your elbows, keeping them tucked to your sides, loading all the way down to the mat. Slide your hands forward for sphinx pose, stopping with your elbows directly below your shoulders. Inhale, lift your chest, lift your chin, pull your belly in, keep it firm, firm your legs, pushing the tops of your feet into the mat. Breathe normally in and out through your nose. We're going to stay here for 10 seconds. Bend your right knee. Point the toes of your right foot, reaching that right foot for your head. Just hold it there for 5 seconds. Actively reaching for your head with the foot. Reach back with your right hand, pushing that right foot into the mat. Feeling the stretch in your right quad. We're going to stay for 10 seconds. And release your right leg. Place both hands below your shoulders, untuck your toes, lift your body off the mat, send your hips back for downward facing dog. Forming a nice flat back, push your heels towards the mat. Hold here for 5 seconds. Lift your left leg for a three-legged dog. Keeping that left leg straight, you're going to come high onto your right toes and try and keep that leg straight as you place your left foot right next to your left hand, coming into a high lizard lunge. Inhale, lift your chest, lift your chin. We're just going to hold here for 5 seconds. Your left foot directly below your left knee. Drop that right knee to the mat. Untuck your toes for a low lunge. From here, we're just going to rock from side to side, twisting from left to right. Just increasing the range of motion in your hips. Just going to do this for 5 seconds. All right, then exhale and come onto your forearms for lizard pose. Keeping your right forearm on the mat. Press into your left knee with your left hand. Lifting your left foot onto its outer edge. Opening that left hip to the side. Feeling the stretch in that left hip muscles. Release your left foot down as you bend your right knee, lifting that right foot and reaching back and grabbing it with your left hand, opening that left shoulder, lifting your gaze up towards the ceiling as you open your chest to the side, open that left shoulder. We're going to hold here for 10 seconds. Feel the stretch in your right quad muscle. We're going to hold for 10 seconds. Release that right foot, coming back into a downward facing dog, stepping that left foot back. Let's come into a nice downward facing dog, pushing into the mat with both hands. Your knees bent, your heels off the mat, back nice and flat. Lift your right leg for a three-legged dog. Flex that right foot and come high onto that left foot as you try and step all the way forward with a straight leg, placing that right foot next to your right hand, coming into a high lizard lunge, your right knee above your right foot, lean forward. Inhale as you lift your chest, lift your chin. We're going to hold you for 5 seconds. Lower that back knee to the mat, untuck those toes for a low lunge, and then just going to move from side to side. Pushing hips to the left and to the right. Exhale and come onto your forearms for lizard pose. If you're struggling to reach the mat, you can either just stay on one arm, or you can place your forearms on some yoga blocks, just to give you a little bit of height. Okay, staying on that left forearm, you're going to push into your right knee with your right hand, lifting your right foot, coming onto its outer edge. We're going to hold here for 10 seconds. You can feel the stretch in your inner and outer hip muscle on the right side. Release your right foot down as you bend your left knee. Reach back with your right arm, taking hold of your left foot for that left quad stretch as you twist your body to raise that right shoulder, opening your chest to the side, turning your gaze towards the ceiling. We're going to hold here for 10 seconds. Keep your belly pulled in, breathing normally in and out through your nose. 5 more seconds. Release your left foot and step your right foot back, coming back into a downward facing dog. Let's settle into that downward facing dog, pushing into the mat with your hands, forming a straight line from your hands to your shoulders to your tailbone. Your knees can be slightly bent, your heels off the mat, pushing your heels down, coming as close as possible to the mat while still keeping your back nice and flat. Inhale and exhale through your nose. Lift your heels high, flex your left foot, and step forward as far as you can, keeping that left leg straight. For a pyramid pose, drop your right heel down to the mat, keeping that left leg straight. You can use your yoga blocks to give yourself a little bit of height. So you're going to keep your hips squared, your back nice and flat. We're going to stay for 10 seconds. You're going to inhale and come into a halfway lift, lifting your chest, lifting your chin. Keep your belly pulled in. Inhale as you flex your front foot. Hold it for 5 seconds. Keeping that front foot flexed. You're going to exhale and fold forward over that front leg, feeling the stretch in your front hamstring. Hold here for 10 seconds. And you're going to push into the mat and you're going to drag that left heel back, coming back into a downward facing dog. Okay, settle into your downward facing dog. And you're going to lift both heels high, pushing into the mat with your hands, keeping your back nice and flat. Flex your right foot and try and step forward as far as you can, keeping that right leg straight. Drop your back heel for a pyramid pose. And you're going to hold here for 5 seconds, keeping your front and back legs straight, using your yoga blocks if you need to give you a little bit of height. We're going to stay here for 10 seconds. You should feel the stretch in your back calf muscle and your front hamstrings. Inhale for halfway lift. Keeping your back nice and flat. We're going to stay here for 10 seconds. Keep your belly pulled in. Breathing normally in and out through your nose. Keep your back nice and flat. And inhale as you flex that front foot, curling your toes back. Feel that stretch in that front hamstring. Exhale as you fold forward over that front leg, holding for 10 seconds. Keep your belly pulled in, nice and firm. Breathing normally in and out through your nose. Okay, press into the mat and drag that right heel back, coming back into that downward facing dog. Inhale as you lift your left leg, bend your left knee, step all the way forward for a low lunge. Drop your back knee to the mat, untuck your right toes. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale as you straighten your front leg, flexing your left foot. From here we're going to move into a front split. So you're going to work that front foot forward and your right knee backwards. So you can just widen your stance, either move your knee back or shuffle your foot forward, coming into that front split. Make sure to keep your hips nice and squared, your body upright. Use your blocks to keep your body upright if you're not flexible enough. So you're just going to slowly work your way into that front split, keeping your front foot flexed and the toes of your back foot pointing back. We're just going to hold it for 10 seconds. From here, you're going to inhale and pull your heel back, feeling your muscles contract. Pulling your heel back. Breathing normally in and out through. So you're going to hold it for 10 seconds as you pull your heel back, keeping it in place, but feeling the sensation of pulling it back. And then exhale as you move down deep into that front split. You can just let gravity do the work. Just keep your hips nice and squared, your body upright, supporting yourself on your hands as you let gravity pull your hips down to the mat, feeling the stretch in your hips. Two more seconds. Okay, push into the mat with your hands. Bring your front leg back, coming back into that downward facing dog. Pedal out your legs. Pushing your heels into the mat. Keep your back nice and flat. Okay, lift that right leg. Bend your right knee. Bring your knee to your chest. Shift your weight forward. Flex your right foot. Step all the way forward for a low lunge. Inhale, lift your chest. Lift your chin, pushing your hips forward and down. Exhale as you straighten your front leg for a hamstring stretch. Flex your right foot. Keep your belly pulled in. From here we're going to move into that front split. So you can either move your left knee back or your right foot forward. Use your yoga blocks to give you some height if you're not that flexible. Just continue to work your front foot forward, your left knee back. Just let gravity do the work. Pulling your hips down. Make sure to keep your hips nice and squared, your body upright. Okay, inhale and pull your right heel back, contracting your muscles. This is called a P and F technique. So you're going to contract the muscles for a few seconds and then release it and then move deeper into the stretch. You can do this multiple times. We're only going to do one round. So you're pulling that heel back, contracting the muscles, and then you're going to exhale, relax the muscle and move deeper into the pose. When you're working on your flexibility, you can do this for multiple rounds. You can contract for 5 to 10 seconds and then relax and stretch for 30 seconds and then just repeat that for 3 to 5 rounds. So keep your body nice and upright, your hips squared as you let gravity pull your hips down, moving deep into that front split. And release. Pull that front leg back, coming back into a downward facing dog. Pedal out your feet, pushing your heels into the mat. Just going to stay here for 5 seconds. Okay, and stop. You can drop your knees to the mat. Come into a seated position in the middle of your mat. Bring the soles of your feet together for butterfly pose. Working your heels as close to your hips as you can. You're going to lift your chest. Inhale. Place your hands on your knees. As you push your knees towards the mat. We're going to hold here for 10 seconds. With every inhalation, you're going to lengthen your spine, and with every exhalation, you're going to push your hands down into your knees. So it's inhale to lengthen your spine. Exhale, push your hands into your knees, pushing your knees towards the mat. Inhale, open your legs wide. Flex both of your feet. Bring your hands to your ears. We're going to do pancake, like a sit up in a pancake pose. So you're going to tilt your hips forward, keeping your legs straight. And go as low as you can, and then just lift up again. Relax for 1 second. Exhale, fold forward. We're going to do this 10 times. It's important to make sure your muscles are flexible and strong. You can move at your own pace. Make sure to keep both feet flexed and your knees or your legs straight. Keep your chest lifted as you fold forward, tilting your pelvis forward as you go down. Three more. And on your last one, you're going to place your hands on the mat, fold forward. Just come into that pancake pose with your feet flexed, your legs nice and straight, bringing your forehead to the mat as low as you can go. Keep your upper body relaxed and your legs firm, your belly pulled in. Just let gravity pull your body down. Holding here for 10 seconds. Don't hold your breath. Breathe normally in and out through your nose. Inhale, lift your body. Facing the front of the mat. Bend your knees. Bring your feet as wide as the mat. Place your hands behind you. We're going to do window wipers. So you're going to drop both knees to the left. Inhale to lift them to center. Exhale, drop both knees down to the right. And you're going to move at your own pace. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, drop both knees. Inhale to center. Exhale, both knees to the mat. We're going to do this 10 times on each side. You can move at your own pace, moving with your breath. Make sure to pause in the center. Inhale to center. Exhale, drop down. Okay, and stop. Move onto your back. Straighten your right leg. Pull your left knee into your chest using both hands. We're going to hold here for 5 seconds. Flex your left foot. Breathe normally in and out through your nose as you pull that left knee towards your chest. Okay, bend your right leg. Cross your left leg over your right. Grab hold of both feet. Pull them back. As you feel the stretch in your left hamstring, in your left hip. Bring your arms into a cactus position next to your body, keeping your shoulders on the mat, and drop both knees to the right side for a spinal twist. Just drop them down to the mat as they are. We're going to hold you for 5 seconds. Straighten your left leg, pull your right knee into your chest. Holding here for 5 seconds. Bend your left knee, cross your right leg over your left, grabbing hold of both feet, pulling them back, feeling the stretch in that right outer hip muscle. Hold here for 5 seconds. Breathe normally in and out through your nose. Keep your belly pulled in and firm. Exhale. Bring your arms into a cactus shape next to you, keeping your shoulders on the mat, and drop both knees down to the left side of the mat for a spinal twist. Just drop them as they are. Hold here for 5 seconds. Keep your belly pulled in. Inhale. Lift both legs as you extend your arms back. Flex both feet. Stack your feet and your knees and hips on top of each other. Hold here for 10 seconds, pulling your belly in. And then very slowly lower your feet down to the mat, keeping your legs as straight as possible. Keep on breathing in and out through your nose. Don't hold your breath. Use your abdominal muscles to lower your legs very slowly. We're going to take 10 to 15 seconds to lower our legs down. Keep your belly pulled in and firm, and make sure to keep breathing in and out through your nose. And slowly, very slowly, lower your feet down to the mat. and relax. Take a deep inhalation through your nose. Relax your arms by your sides, palms facing up. Let your feet fall open for just this quick savasana. We're just going to take a few breaths here. Inhale through your nose, deep inhalation. Expand your belly, filling your lungs completely. Exhale through your nose as you pull your belly in, emptying your lungs completely.